They're having a tractor pull this afternoon. I think at 2 o'clock. Trucks from all over are coming in with their tractors on trailers. At the Reedsville Volunteer Fire Department, Company 9. This is this Sunday, the July 28th, starting at 1:30 p.m. Bring your tractor and hook up to pull. Reedsville Volunteer Fire Department pit entrance. This is the parking through the gates. And this is where we pay our dollar admission to the Preston County Antique Tractor and Machine Association. Here's an antique fire truck. Reedsville Volunteers, 1928. I've seen it in some parades. Sure what this piece is, but it's very interesting. Here's a John Deere 730 model, 1958. The owner is Hartzell. So each one of them have a little information plaque card on the front. Case 450, 1967. It's a 1964, owned by Hartzell. 1946. 1954. Are in this row are owned by Hartzell. We have a John Deere 1957. In 1965, owned by Stanley Harsh. International, big international. No information card on it, but it says 3588 on the side. This is an international by Bill Davis, owner. 1965, a case. Nicely painted tractor. It says David Brown. Case. It's owned by Donald Smith. It's a 1971. 1947. An Oliver. The Ford 1952. Mick and Matt Bourne. 1953 with Mick and Matt Bourne, a McCormick. You can smell the paint. 1949, Mick and Matt Bourne. 1955, Crystal Johnston. Speedex 1932, R.A. Reed. McCormick Farmall, 1949, R.A. Reed. 1918, Olympia Robertson, a McCormick. 1917, Reed. IT, home built, 1950, Tim Reed. 1947 by R.A. Reed.
Alice Chalmers.
1919. 1947, R.A. Reed, Alice Chalmers. 1940, Tim Reed. This one is called Dancer. I wonder if it pulls Mr. and Mrs. Santa. And here we have a little tiny tractor. A couple little ones. McCormick 230 Farmall. And we found Vixen. 1958, Brenda Fisher. This is owned by Dave Fisher. We found Comet, a John Deere 1941. 1947, Avery. Jim Brock, another Jim Brock. Says Stover. It's got a little handle and where you can pull it like a wagon. It's got steel wheels. Another one with steel wheels. 1950 Farmall, painted white. Bev Graham 1946. There's a Ford. Case 1947. International, 1941. 1947 Farmall, Butch Mayfield. Cub Lowboy. In loving memory of Darwin Welch. 1927, 2022. Loving memory of Paul Sisler, 1956, 2023. Steel Husker and Shredder, patent pending, McCormick and Deering. Heading to the tractor pool, which is up the hill in Alice Chalmers. Loving memory, 1927, 2022 of Darwin Welch. Where they do the coin search in the straw. They have it a couple times yesterday and a couple times today. On this side you have the fire hall. You have some vendors. The main parking lot of the fire hall. This is where the farm tractors are staged and showed. Where they do truck pulls. Today they're going to do tractor pulls. Some are heading up in there. There are a lot that have arrived. They're still arriving. It's 12:34 and it's supposed to be at, I think, 2 o'clock. Big Army truck. It says Flat Rock Farm, Moatesville, West Virginia. 1991. Donald Smith owner. Large tires on this truck. Vendors. We have canned pickles. Looks like jellies, different things on the shelf. Nice shelves on the side of a trailer they pull, that's cool. Some jewelry. Different signs on the side of the trailer for sale. The CLW selling some knives.
Feels good out here about that.
We have a breeze. The Preston County Antique Tractor and Machinery Association raffle tractor. Going up to see where the tractor pool is going to be held. One sign says 1:30, one says 2. So we'll find out what time it is. Here's the track. Here's the sled. They're getting things ready for everybody. Another little puller. A couple more tractors on the trailer. Down below you have the parking lot we just came from. Everybody gathered around getting it working and running. Looks like a mechanic's truck on scene. Track behind them. Over there's some stands where people can sit, like some booths on the side. Over on the hill there's another place for people to sit. So the sheet didn't have a time. I was just looking at the next time, so I was wrong. We checked and it's 1:30. The tractor pulls start. Now they found another problem. Now they have a tire problem. They have 40 minutes to fix. We have some little ones. They're going to do a pull for them too. Bob Reed. Okay, we saw several of yours down there. You're from where? Grafton. Do you know where the pulling sled came from?
From Maryland, I think.
And it's used strictly for farm tractors?
Yeah.
We saw some with weights and stuff. Working on the tires. You can see that they have the feet marked. 75, 150, 200. You can see the kids lined up with their little tractors. They said they're going to pull too. We have some vendors set up on this side of the track. Lunch on the go. They have steak and cheese steak, chicken, burgers, salads, fries, devil dog by the dozen. On that side they also have a breakfast menu. Scrambled eggs, sausage and gravy, egg, steak, hash browns, and a lot of things. Where are you from?
Blacksville.
Blacksville? Okay. Here's some of the items that he offers.
How much?
Pappy's Lunchbox. Over here we have a milkshake menu, shaved ice menu.
Tractor pulls come to the track at this time. They're ready to pull.
Tractors in another parking lot behind the stage, behind the stadium, lined up still in trailers. They have weights, Alice Chalmers, a Turbo International. There's even one sitting up on the hill. Michael Strasser Farms, Rollsburg, West Virginia. And he has a pulling tractor on the back. Paul likes the wheels on the front of this tractor. still in the trailers, but we're getting close to time. Several tractors are going to be pulling. Tractor with the weights lined up.
I take it they must weigh you
Yeah,
in order to.
Yeah,
They're different.
it goes off class. Yeah, they start 3,500, 45, 55, 65, 75.
The way I understand, they're going to clear to 18,000.
I didn't notice any big hot ones here. But
Well, that 12 over there was pretty good. No, I haven't seen nothing with what I call extremely big yet. But a lot of times they'll come in later knowing that
Because
won't
that's
start till 3 or 4 o'clock because they know they get through small classes. But I pull this in 45 and 55. My son has that tractor there. He pulls it 45, 55 hours.
you guys just add weights. You just pull it in the
Yeah,
45
I've got,
and then come
well,
back. No weights.
I'm at 4,500 with me on, and I've got 1,000 pounds here that I can throw back, belly, and front to go to 55.
So you have a circuit or group that you usually go with or follow that where you pull at?
My boy and I just started this year, but we've been in the garden tractor pulls forever.
And how far around do you go?
Well, we're going to go Myersdale. We're going to go to New Centerville for this kind of stuff. Now the garden tractors, we was running the series there. We went clear down into Mannington, Colton, Castaway.
And you
It's always like 3 hours away. We had little garden tractors. We pulled the series there. We have 4 garden tractors. Me and my son and my daughter all did that. And of course now my grandson's pulling the little garden tractors.
and where are you from?
Actual address is Friendsville. My son lives in Friendsville. I'm only about 4 miles from McHenry, which should be a McHenry address, but it's not. It's confusing. Everyone says Friendsville. I said, well, I'm only 4 miles from the lake.
You have a
You're
farm?
at McHenry.
Yeah.
I said, no. Well, I went directly.
Do you have a farm?
My boy does in Friendsville. I don't. How small, you work your way up. And we pulled it to Garrett County Fair yesterday. My grandson was 8. He pulled this in 4,500 at first place. Pulled in 5,500 at second place. He pulled that and then 3,500 at first place. And my son pulled it and he got a second and third. So we had like 3 first and second. So for our first time out, we were very, very happy because we really didn't know where to put our weights and all that. And of course you can adjust your hitch however you want it. You don't know how far you want it up. The farther you have it back, of course your front end's going to want to raise. But the same token, if you have to put weights up there and up there, you want to leave that back a little bit to leverage.
They don't have a hitch height that you have to go by?
It has to be 20 inches.
20
to
inches.
the top. But it can be, there's a minimum of how close it can be at 18 inches. But hell, you can be clear out here, but it's a disadvantage because it'll just rear up.
Yeah.
So it's just not, this is all, I mean, we've been in the tractor pulling all of our life, but we're getting serious with this style. So it's going to be a learning experience. Of course, you got to know your track. If it's a nice tight track, you got to get more on the front and belly because it'll get your traction in the front end one. Now, at the county fair, it was not tight. So I had this back bar loaded clear down with these weights here because it was not tight, so you want the traction in the back.
Are you Michael Strasser?
Yeah.
All right, so this is who goes with this truck.
There you go.
Getting things ready for the little tractor pulls. In front of the blue tent are the scales that these tractors will weigh in at. I believe we've started the children's tractor pull. They have a second little tractor sled for the little ones. Pulling the tractor back, getting ready for the next person. Another tractor weighing and lined up, waiting for their turn. We have another person trying at the tractor pull.
We'd like to thank Schrock's Equipment for the pullback tractor and the scraper tractor for preparing the track, Reedsville Fire Department for the space, Forrest Bechtel for the sled, scales, and dyno. Folks, there's going to be people walking around with raffle tickets, and for 50/50, please buy that. That's our main support for association. So have a good time.
They're loading up the little children's sleds. Others have arrived to go get weighed before they pull. The children's sleds are loaded and done. Just about ready to start. We have one hooked up to the sled. Tractors are all way and in lineup.
Association by buying raffle tickets. That's how we earn our main form of fundraising.
$50 ticket for $100 are going to draw.
5508928. If you would please come to the announcer's stand, we'll give you your money.
Stanley Harsh won the 50/50. A little picnic food while we watch the tractor pulls. They just announced that Stanley won the 50/50 drawing, donated it back to the association. Now the box on the sled is moving, whereas the last two times it didn't. I think they got it fixed. They are selling raffle tickets. And what do they win?
Tractor and or a saw.
And here's the boys going around collecting money for the tickets, selling the tickets. They are holding a driver's meeting at the tent across the track. Meanwhile, he's waiting on the tractor for things to start.
Prayer for safety. If everyone could take a few moments, take off your hat and bow your heads.
We have water for the track. Still holding the driver's meeting. And he's still waiting. And waiting. The fire truck has arrived, getting in position, waiting for the tractor pull. Gonna water the track.
We apologize for our tardiness history that we all share.
It is now 2:46 p.m. and we're still waiting. I think they're experiencing tire problems on the pull sled. Sounds like they're changing it. 2:55 p.m. and the first pull is off. He's on his way. And he's done.
14.33 feet.
Umbrellas come in useful. Several umbrellas in use. Seems like they're still having problems with the sled. They're testing it again. Prepping the track back after each pull. There's Braxton on the tractor with the roller. Bigger fire truck has arrived. Park on the sidelines. Up here was the other fire truck that arrived earlier. Looks like they're going to hook up the water. Maybe spray the track.
Wouldn't be for the Reedsville Fire Department, we wouldn't be able to have this tractor pull here. International 384, 4600 is going next.
Still having difficulties. So Paul went for ice cream for us. That ought to make the day better.
Maryland repulling, weighs 4600, it's on International 384.
Todd Glover is going to repull. This is how you keep cool. He has found shade underneath his tractor. Fire truck's backing up.
Hooking up, we have Travis Glover from Friendsville, Maryland, driving Lois Palmer's WD-45.
Here's our refreshment while we watch. Reese's.
Virginia in the Farmall H.
Paul noticed they took the front tires off of the tractor in order to help put tires on the sled.
We have Cody Johnson from Masontown, West Virginia, driving a John Deere MC. Number 14. Beginning of the 5,500-pound class, we have Travis Glover in his Allis-Chalmers WD-45 from Reedsville, Maryland. Tractors down to line up. Driving a Farmall M.
Two gentlemen sitting watching the track from their tractor.
Next we have David Burrow from Grantsville, Maryland. He's in a Farmall Super H. Tom Martin from Holbrook, PA. He's on a Farm All M. Next, we have Matthew Clark. Things occur and it takes up a little more time. It's just wonderful to see everybody out there. From Gorman, Maryland. He's from Morgantown, West Virginia. The best restored tractor was Dave Chisler. Best unrestored garden tractor was Braxton Hartzell. The most tractors exhibited were Carol Hartzell. Best unrestored tractor was Butch Mayfield. The best operating piece of machinery was Carol Hartzell. The best of show and Miss Engine was Jim Brock. The garden tractor best of show was Bob Reed. Farthest travel was Josh Beal. The oldest tractor exhibitor was Butch Mayfield. Youngest tractor exhibitor was Olympia Robertson. And the tractor best of show was Dave Fisher. Normal M from Albrook, PA.
I believe they have tire problems again. More are being weighed. They are still coming.
Distance was 98.95.
It's 10 till 6 and there are still more tractors to pull. These guys have had a busy day.
Place was Kevin Bernard at 108.47. Second place was Jordan Schweitzer at the distance of 107.47. And third place, Mike Weaver, was 62.65. And his distance was 119.2.
There's the little John Deere pull sleds and little farm tractor.
Distance was 69.2.